Hey, I'm back with the assembly video. So this is going to be just a real quick sew it together, line it up, lay it out, and have your block done. It's going to be real quick. So step number one, we're going to take a light number one and let's see, and print number two, and you're going to put them right sides together and sew them along the long piece. This is that 2.5 inch, this is 1.5, and then you're going to press this towards the pink, okay? Then we're going to cut this into four, they'll be 2.5 by 3.5 inch pieces. So, and we're gonna put this down and then we'll do everything pointing down. So I'm gonna clean cut this edge, and then I'm going to measure over and do 2.5 inches. Now remember, when you're measuring the strip sets, that's 3.5, Laurie, that would not be good. We want 2.5. We're lining this line up and we're lining to the seam, so we are good and perpendicular. So there's one, and we need 4 of them. 2. Something under there, but there's not my seam. I didn't press it very well. 3, there's 2.5, and 4. Okay. Now this is going to be our corner blocks, but remember, all of our units are 3.5 by 3.5, so we have to come back and we have to add a 3.5 inch background piece to one side of this. Now if you look at the finished block, which I'm going to put down here so you can see it, they are mirror images. So the best way to ensure you're sewing these on the right side is to lay them out. And so if I have one up here, I need to put this one over here, right? And then if I have one over here, I'm going to put this one over here. And then the same thing's going to happen down below. And I'm looking at it upside down. So this is going to be in here, and they're both on the, actually this needs, yep, Laurie, you're looking at it upside down. This one needs to be here. And then this one needs to be, is that one up or down, Laurie? It is up. And then this one's going to go here. Okay. So down, down, up, up, inside, inside. Okay. So those are your 4 corners. So when you sew those together, they'll measure 3.5 inches, and you are going to want to make sure you check that. Okay. Now, our next step is we're going to make the rail fence blocks. These are the middle outside blocks. You have 2 sets of 3 colors of 7.5 inch strips that we're going to sew together in a strip set. This is what this is called. And you're going to put light number 1 in the middle, print number 2 is on one side, and print number 1 is on the other. And then you're going to press towards the colors. And then we are going to clean cut this and measure that over 3.5 inches. And again, I'm going to line up on this outside edge and with one of the seams, and that gets that perpendicular. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And here are 2 of them, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Okay. And 3.5, lining outside, and with the seam. And 3.5 with the seam. So now if I bring this back, we're going to place these so that the print number 1 is going to go in all around the center. So that will go down, right? Super simple, okay? And all that's left is your center 9 patch. And I know many of you complain about those tiny little pieces, but you've gotten good at it. So that's where this one comes in. We're gonna cut this into 2 1.5-inch pieces. So this is print 3, 3.5 by 1.5, sewn on each side of the 1.5 background. So I'm gonna cut that into 2 1.5-inch pieces. So, and then you're going to sew the 2 1.5-inch back light 1 squares onto each side of this. And then this is going to go right here in the middle. Okay? And you're going to press these towards the dark color. And so that is what your block's going to look like. Okay? So super simple to piece. Only a couple match points here. The instructions will tell you which way to press your seams and you'll be all set. So that is block number 10, and this is the Allison colorway, and then in your instructions you'll have the right colors for the other 2. So month 10, 3 to go, and then we'll get to finish. And no, I don't have a plan for what's next. I'm just starting to look at fabrics and programs, so hopefully I'll figure that out soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.